Liverpool travel to 10th place Fulham in today's Premier League clash, as the Reds look to extend their lead at the top and get one step closer to clinching their 20th league title. However, in what will already be a tough game for the Reds has only gotten tougher, as Liverpool have been handed multiple blows ahead of the tie. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool midfielder Ryan Gravenberch admits he is now taking better care of himself off the pitch, also lauding the impact of Arne Slot and John Heitinga. Gravenberch has been one of the stories of the season at Anfield, having endured a solid but unspectacular first year there. Thriving in a double pivot alongside Alexis McAllister, the Dutchman has started all 30 of Liverpool's Premier League games in 2024-25. Speaking to Liverpool's matchday programme for last Wednesday's visit of Everton, Gravenberch revealed he is looking after himself more with his diet compared to last season. Obviously, last year was a big adjustment for me, transferring clubs and settling into a new country, Gravenberch said. It takes time. This season, I'm playing more, I'm feeling more confident, and physically I'm in better shape. And to be honest, I believe that I've been taking better care of myself in terms of recovery and diet too. Gravenberch has thrived in his first season alongside Slot, and the 22-year-old was also quick to praise his new boss. I get on really well with him, he added. I value his clarity and directness. He's very clear in what he wants from us players, and I like that in a coach. I know where I stand, and he knows what to expect from me. Plus, I love his style of play, building from the back. That's how I was brought up. The influence of Liverpool assistant coach Heitinga also isn't lost on Gravenberch, with the midfielder saying he and his colleague have analysed his game, having worked together in Ajax's under-19s. Admittedly, a long season has started to catch up with Gravenberch, but that is only natural, having only once made over 30 league starts in his career. Liverpool's number 38 has still been a revelation at the heart of the midfield, however, with only Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah playing more minutes in the league. Gravenberch has also made more interceptions, 52, than anyone else this season, ahead of his club and international captain Van Dijk, 48, in second place. At 22, there is still so much more to come from him, but Liverpool must ensure they handle him carefully, not risking burnout. Now, Liverpool have been handed multiple blows ahead of their clash with Fulham, as Alisson remains a fitness doubt for Liverpool's trip to Fulham today, with Arne Slot tackling selection headaches in key areas. The Reds head to Craven Cottage this weekend as they look to clear another hurdle on their path to the Premier League title. It is a quick turnaround for Arne Slot's side after their 1-0 win at home to Everton on Wednesday night, but there are no new injury concerns. Let's have a look at who is out and who is doubtful for Sunday's game. Alisson is a doubt once again as he is set for another concussion test before the game, which led to him missing out of the Merseyside derby midweek. Connor Bradley is still recovering from his hamstring injury, so will be a doubt. Tyler Morton is still recovering from his shoulder injury, and it is uncertain if he has been given the all-clear, so he remains a doubt. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been ruled out completely from the game as he recovers from an ankle injury. And finally, Joe Gomez is out as he looks to recover from a long-term hamstring injury. Alisson missed the win over Everton, and he isn't definitely available for Sunday's match, due to the concussion suffered on international duty with Brazil. A pre-match test will determine whether Liverpool's number 1 is fit for selection, with Slot explaining the situation. With Ali, it is simple, Slot said. It is a concussion, and you have to tick all the boxes. The moment he does, he will be in goal. The moment he doesn't, we are following the protocol. Connor Bradley also remains a doubt for the game, having not played for the Reds since the trip to Aston Villa on February 19th. He has, though, been back in training for a week, so the right-back could be back among the subs. Trent Alexander-Arnold is definitely still missing with his ankle injury, while Joe Gomez and Tyler Morton are absent too. In terms of team selection, Slot has to decide if he wants to continue with Curtis Jones at right back, following a good performance there against Everton. Jarell Quansah is an option to take his place, should the Liverpool boss feel a stronger defender is required up against Anthony Robinson. Jones could be moved into midfield if Slot rests one of Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, or Dominic Szoboszlai, but that seems unlikely. McAllister is fit and available after recovering from that shocking tackle by James Tarkowski earlier this week. Finally, Arne Slot says Liverpool have missed Diogo Jota being at his best following the forward's return to the scoresheet with his Merseyside derby winner. Jota netted his 9th goal of an injury-disrupted season, and first since January, as he jinked past 2 men and fired home to secure Wednesday's 1-0 victory over Everton at Anfield. And Reds boss Slot said of the Portugal international, "Most players, if they come in a situation where they think they can score, they get a bit mixed up in their head. But he can stay really calm in those moments, recognize where he has to shoot, where the defenders are, what the goalkeeper probably expects, which corner he's going to go to, and then he chooses the opposite one. He's calm in the moments he has to shoot. Mo is an example of this as well, and that's one of his biggest qualities, I think. What I've seen this season is that he started off really well, but we missed him. We missed the best possible Jota, maybe for 5 or 6 months. It took him quite a while to get to the level he was at before he got injured. That's not only with him. I see this with almost all of our players that had an injury, that it takes a while to go back to Premier League level. They're fit, they train, but the difference between good and excellent is only a small margin. And therefore, apparently, you need to have a run of games to come back to excellent again. Wednesday's contest, which left Slot's league leaders 12 points clear of second-placed Arsenal with 8 games remaining, also saw midfielder Curtis Jones playing at right back for Liverpool. The position had been occupied by Jarell Quansah in the previous game, the 2-1 loss to Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final. While Liverpool have Trent Alexander-Arnold and Joe Gomez still sidelined, Connor Bradley could return from injury in Sunday's match at Fulham, and Slot said, "Connor, we have to wait and see if he's ready to be with the squad. Then, of course, Curtis is an option because he did well, but I think Jarell did well a few times in the position also. Let's wait and see." Regarding Jones's versatility, Slot said, "That's very useful for me. Me and Richard Hughes talk a lot about the season, about next season, and it's nice to have versatile players, and Curtis is definitely one of them. He has a skill set that he can defend, he can attack, and that's why he can play in so many positions. And he has this mentality, if you give him a challenge, he likes to be challenged. And Wednesday was a challenge for him because it wasn't his normal position. Consistency is the thing what brings you from good to great. And that is now, if I play him again, what he has to show on Sunday." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.